Leadership, being an effective school principal. Hello, my name is Janet Twigg. I was principal of Christ Church National School in Waterford until 2019. This is a small school with 5 classrooms. Since retirement from my small school leadership role, I've been working part-time in initial teacher education, supervising students on school placement, and also doing some teaching. In this podcast, I'm going to reflect on being a school leader. As a teaching principal, my vision for the school was that it would be a safe and happy place for the children and staff, and above all, a rich learning environment. I wanted to provide space for each child to reach their potential and for them to become confident, competent learners. As a principal, you can bring change to your school and introduce ways of creating happy memories for the future. As a teaching principal, time is very valuable, and so I learned quickly to choose my battles carefully. I started by rewarding good behaviour. The staff handed out homework passes, a night off written homework when good behaviour was observed, such as holding a door for someone carrying a heavy load, picking something up off the floor, a nice smile, much improved work. The list was endless. The difference in behaviour management was instant and immense. There will always be times when there's a huge misdemeanour and I needed to get involved. The children respected when action was needed to be taken. Thankfully, these occasions were rare. A good question to use at times like this is, what did you do? And do you know what? The answer usually follows. Often I would ask also, was it fair? And was it kind? And this gave the child time to reflect. I didn't punish, but I said that I was disappointed and left it at that. However, my favourite comment was, I am so proud of you. And it always brought a smile to a child's face. Probably the hardest part of being a principal is seeing a family in strife. It's heartbreaking, but it is a time that your innate kindness will make a huge difference. Being mindful of the age of the children, a kind word and a smile is much appreciated and remembered. For some families, having the support of the school can help so much in the care and education of their children. As a principal, I always had a stash of biscuits for varying occasions. I think cupboard. Nice biscuits for the staff when the going got tough. Biscuits for the children when I needed a hard conversation. Biscuits for parents when they dropped in to have a chat about their children. And of course, biscuits for the inspector and the board of management. For snowy days, I promised hot chocolate. And for celebrations, we made pancakes for the children and adorned them with fruit and ice cream. Happy children, happy school, and learning always came easier. I needed to be a good listener, to be fair and to be available. A diary with empty time slots was invaluable. However, occasionally a child or a teacher or a parent cannot wait, and a situation can be diffused by asking, is everything okay? Sometimes you are the only person the parents have to turn to, and I always felt privileged when they asked me for help. But also, always being confidential is so important. Unfortunately, there are times when you have to pass on information, and parents and children and staff need to know that too. Being a principal gives you a wonderful opportunity to bring change to curriculum issues and teaching methodologies in the school. I worked as a facilitator on the Astra programme and saw the importance of children learning through play. I quickly introduced it to the school and to teachers in other classes who adapted the curriculum to learning through experience. And we embraced outdoor learning, and we invested in large play equipment for use by all the children. We drastically cut back on workbooks and used the money to buy new library books and art materials. I found lots of grants, and we purchased new furniture, which was much easier to maintain. Eventually, we added a huge state-of-the-art extension, complete with rooftop playground and child-friendly spaces. Break times can be very difficult for some children, and we recognise that. We changed break times so as to have 2 20-minute breaks, which the children found easier. Big changes came when it was decided to have no best friends and that everyone would play together. In a small school, that can make such a difference. No best friend necklaces, no leaving children out. The children were much happier. Their break times were much less fraught with issues as they had slides, climbing walls, and monkey bars to play on, but also because they played together. There were skipping ropes, soft balls, and small play equipment also available for them. Of course, there was football, hockey, and basketball happening too. Their energy was used in playing, and some children happily sat on picnic benches and watched the activity. As a principal, you will always do what is best for everybody, for the common good of the children and the school. Some days that can be really tough, and you have to be able to make decisions so quickly and to stand over them. That certainly becomes much easier with time. You have to be able to keep your chin up, put a smile on your face, and to move on. You are the person on the doorstep in the morning and the last person they will see in the afternoon at the end of the school day. Finally, while I realise school leadership isn't for everybody, all teachers should keep an open mind if an opportunity comes their way. It's very rewarding and it can be great fun. I met so many interesting people, made good friends, and felt loved and appreciated by the whole community. And I felt honoured to be their principal.